Greetings and happy Halloween. Andy Perdue here with your Wine Press Northwest Winecast for October 31st, 2006. On February 28th, 2001, an earthquake struck western Washington. In Seattle, the south of downtown district was hard hit by the quake, especially Esquin wine merchants, which lost 3,600 bottles in 30 seconds. Nearly 6 years after the Nisqually quake, Esquin has more than recovered. In fact, last weekend it had its grand reopening after going through a major remodel. Let's head to Soto and take a look at the new Esquin wine merchants.
Well, we have added about 500 square feet to the store, which has allowed us to add beer now. We've changed all of our fixtures to the upright fixtures and taken out 4 walls, which has allowed us to increase our inventory by 50%.
And what primarily are you putting in here in extra?
We're really focusing on Washington wines. Such a huge demand for Washington wines. We figure we need to increase that quite a bit. We're increasing our Bordeaux selection. There's a big demand for Bordeaux in the market, so we've done a lot of work there. And really then all the other sections we're just kind of fluffing up beyond that. Those are the 2 main sections. Spanish we've increased quite a bit in the last couple of months as well. And those are the areas that we've seen the most growth in the market, so we've focused on those areas, but everything we've really increased a little bit.
What's your total number of wines you carry now?
We're probably at about 4,000 right now, and we're still increasing, so we're still working on adding some stuff, and we figure we're right around 4,000.
Does that make you the largest wine shop in the Northwest, do you think?
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, let's take a tour.
Okay. This is our new Australia section, Argentina, Spain, South America, kind of everything is over in this area now. You can see the shelves, just such a better use of space than before. We've increased, now you can see our Germany and Alsace sections. We're really able to get an increase in that stuff, which there's the demand, we just haven't had the room for it before, and we've got Arnie who's passionate about the wines, and we've really been able to do really great things with that. This is our new beer cooler. Trying to get up to 100 different beers in this cooler. Still working on that. It's a lot of work to go through and taste everything. So we've been adding things, and we're really excited about it. So.
Are you primarily focusing on what kind of beers?
We've got a few domestic things. We want to obviously expose people to what's happening here, Elysian and those sorts of things, but really trying to focus more on imports and Belgian beers and things from all over versus what's just local to give people a taste of what's out there.
So no Budweiser?
Things you can't find in the grocery stores. Kind of, a few things that you'll find at the grocery, but really trying to focus on things you won't find at the grocery store.
Seems like the new signs are pretty easy to read and pretty easy to see.
Yeah, we wanted people obviously to know where we're, and mostly to serve as direction and where things are. Very happy, very pleased with them, and of course it makes everybody easier for everybody to find everything.
What qualifies as a cellar wine?
Anything we purchase from a private seller.
Oh, okay.
Things, older items that you wouldn't be able to find in the marketplace now, and that we've purchased from private parties, is where we get those wines.
Do you buy a lot of people's cellars?
Yeah, we really try to keep that area stocked up. We're always searching out new cellars and try to keep that area with little gems that you won't be able to find anywhere. And you get them for great prices too. Again, most of this is it's increased space. These shelves hold a lot more than you would think they would. The space, doesn't look like it takes up but you can get a lot of wine on these. And just mostly being able to see, you can see everything and you're able to shop it.
It also feels like you won't bump things over as you're walking down the aisles.
Lots more. We made the aisles wider with this new setup so that people could roam about comfortably, not worry about turning around, knocking things over. Obviously there's breakage, but definitely a lot harder to break it now.
Will be easier to clean up when the next earthquake hits?
What earthquake? Pinot Noir. Again, we were able to expand a little bit, get some things in here that we weren't able to fit before. A little more eclectic stuff that's a little harder to find.
A lot of Willamette Valley stuff?
Of course.
Let's take a walk down that road, take a look at it. So people aren't going to have to necessarily go to Oregon to get some of these.
No, and the demand is there. The supply is obviously, the demand has exceeded the supply. We're desperately trying to get as much Pinot as we can, but every time you turn around, everybody's sold out. It's selling faster than we can buy it. So really just trying to keep the shelves full at this point.
Is that still the sideways effect, do you think?
I think it's a little bit of that. I think it's a little bit more education on wine people's parts, just learning a little bit more and wanting to experiment and go outside the box and try things. So a little bit of that created by Sideways, definitely. Starting to see a little bit of Merlot coming back, though, from that effect.
And you got a lot of Syrah
A lot of Syrah.
All right.
A lot of Syrah, a lot of Washington Syrah. So
seems like Washington Syrah just keeps building and building and building.
yes, and everything is great. And, you know, everything we try, we like. And there's some great stuff out there. Let's see. Here's our Merlot section.
It's about as big as the Pinot Noir section.
It is. And we're starting to see that people starting to buy it a little more, people opening up to it a little bit more. It was quiet for a while.
Was it?
It was, definitely, and we're starting to see it come back, and we're excited about it. Our Washington section probably tripled, so the trend is Washington wines. People can't get enough of them, and there's so many, and they're all really great. So we definitely had to respond to the demand for that. And then this is all Washington as well. This is California blends, and then Washington blends. So you can see the difference in the size of the sections there. But
so all these are Washington blends.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got all these different vineyard designated wines from Chris Camarda.
Yeah.
Aside from where the winery, is someone going to be able to find all these in one location besides here?
I think it'd be tough. I don't know that anybody has the selection that we have, and frankly the amount of space and what we've done with the fixtures to allow for the variety that we've got here now. So I think it would be pretty tough to find this somewhere else. It used to be, we laugh about what we used to have 10 years ago for Washington. There wasn't much, and people were buying from the old Esquin, you know, California, and then France and Italian and that sort of thing. And now this section has just exceeded our expectations. So it's very, very different than what it was even 5 years ago.
So you have 3 cash registers here?
3 cash registers now. We had 2 before.
Okay.
So we'll have 3 now. And we've increased our accessories section, more glassware, more accessories, and that sort of thing for people. Especially during the holidays, they're pretty popular.
You still do local delivery?
Yes.
How does that work?
Any orders, $150 or more, is free delivery from Tacoma to Everett. And we typically, depending on whether or not the wine is available immediately, we can typically deliver within 5 days.
Wow.
So we've got a fantastic driver, and we're just doing a lot of deliveries these days too. So of course, under $150, we're happy to deliver. It's just a $10 charge.
Okay. A lot of people take advantage of that?
Yeah, and it's a lot of local businesses, parties, people doing that sort of thing are really, that's really where it becomes useful. And no, we're just really excited, and we hope everybody comes down to see what we're all about, and lots of stuff to choose from. We have the greatest staff, I think, in the city, with the amount of knowledge with California and France, and everybody has a passion for something in the store, so we have a lot to offer to everybody.
Today our wine of the week is a crisp white from a Hood River, Oregon winery. The Cathedral Ridge 2005 Pinot Gris uses grapes from the Columbia Gorge appellation and retails for $16. Read more about it on winepressnorthwest.com. That's all we have for today. Thanks for clicking on us, and we'll see you next week.